This Boruto episode was pretty fun to watch, especially with Sasuke in the scene. Sasuke has been such a hype character, especially with the Boruto spin-off series with the Sasuke Shindan, I believe, and seeing Sasuke return once again is actually exciting to see because Sasuke in the manga been very laid back. He had not had made a grand appearance in the manga compared to the anime and in the spin-off series. And for Sasuke and Boruto had to actually have an interaction more than they have in the manga. It honestly holds up to me considering that Boruto actually, got rid of his Rinnegan and we haven't really gotten any interaction with Boruto Sasuke after that point. So it's good to see that we're finally getting an anime. And the thing is with Sake actually, being the kind of guy who's aloof and not really into abilities, it was really funny to see how Sarada was really annoyed that he doesn't really get to see her father that much. But Sakura, on the other hand, she trying to have this positive energy, this calm energy Sasuke's gonna do what he's gonna do, and then at the last minute he actually breaks the damn shuriken target or whatever because she seems calm but she's really mad at the same time because it's really weird because Sakura isn't really the kind of person to be mad at Sasuke, but I think she is kind of a little bit peeved that she doesn't get to see a Sasuke as much as he wants, even though despite the fact that at this current point in time there is no dangerous threat. All the Suki members are gone. The Kara, to them, to their knowledge, is gone. And for Sasuke to still be out of the village, it's still kind of insane to me. But hey, whatever Sasuke's gonna do. I mean, but the fact that Sasuke actually had to go out in the world to actually look for a new Hawk because this Hawk is actually about to retire. And I was kind of surprised. I didn't know some Hawks are in the mood to retire. I didn't think they actually had the mindset of a human. I quit. I retire. I want my paycheck. Get me out of here. I don't want any business with the shinobi lifestyle anymore. And for Sasuke to actually go out and retrieve this Sinrani hawk, this new legendary hawk that apparently can travel the night like he's a flash or something. I just think that's kind of crazy to me. How Sake always kind of been the kind of person who always get what he wants, and for Sake, I think I would be shocked if this storyline doesn't have any single correlation to the Taka clan, to the Taka squad, because you have the name Hawk, and Hawk literally translates to Hawk, and for that to not have any connection whatsoever, I would be surprised. Not even a slight reference to them in this entire arc. I would be surprised if that doesn't happen to be the case whatsoever. But the fact that Sasuke and Boruto were actually threatened by this big bad wolf. I just found that to be hilarious because in the Shinden manga we see Sasuke literally kill a dinosaur, and I'm gonna say it. A wolf is not gonna do anything. If a dinosaur isn't gonna be enough for Sasuke, there's no way a wolf can be able to do that much against him. And the fact that that security guard who thinks he's the big bad man who can protect his own little hideout or whatever, and he's the alpha male just because he got the wolf back in him. I think that's not that hilarious how he actually thinks that Sake and Boruto are actually weaklings and that ninjutsu isn't going to save them whatsoever. I just thought that hilarious that he is so pathetically naive and so short-minded in the grand scheme of things. It's just so hilarious to me. And then when Sasuke and Boruto actually get to the hideout where they're selling the exotic animals, I kind of do feel bad for the animal. Cause, I mean, I'm a big animal person, and for them to be sold at these high ass prices, like they're the one who created them. It just kind of nonsensical to me. But regardless, I'm not here to debate on animals because that ties to the real world. But the fact that Sasuke actually managed to meet the owner of I guess, caretaker of the Samurai Hawk, and actually managed to get them fairly easy. I mean, it just goes to show to Sake's prowess that he's, one of a kind. And the fact that, Sasuke actually managed to press the the gatekeeper. Just goes to show that there's not that many people like Sasuke for obvious reasons. He's just too alpha to, even in the anime, to not stand out. And for the Boruto to actually have to the gal to just actually make friends with, Tsuzura. I'm sorry if I forget his name, but Tsuzura, I think that was pretty cool. Because Tsuzura, he's actually a cool character because he actually genuinely does like animals, which I'm a fan of. He had the hawk, Yuki. I actually did like Yuki. He looked pretty cool. And for him to actually go out of his way that, he does not want to keep Yuki as a pet. He wanted to actually let him roam free and actually, have survival instinct and the know-how of the land of the wild and actually pick up food for himself. I thought that was very wholesome, even as when you're as a kid and you have this mindset. But when you have a mother who sees animals and nothing more as a money grab, it's just kind of crazy to me that even the mother, like, she doesn't even care for her own son knowledge, and it's kind of crazy to me that, like, you're forcing a direction on someone who doesn't have any say so, and for Sasuke to be the one to actually inspire Boruto to go in a different direction than his father, I did think it's kind of ironic that it seems to be that Boruto isn't going to be that shine of hope that will inspire this guy, Chizara, to actually be different from a mother, to actually be someone who give hope to the animal, actually let them free, actually, have friendship or interaction beyond the glass cage or whatever. And I just think that's pretty cool how Boruto actually could have gone out of his way to actually make Chizara stand out and actually, have his own decision. And the fact that he actually managed to make him learn how to read a little bit, I thought that was pretty wholesome to see that Boruto, he's still pretty cool. He's still like, take all these lessons that he learned and spread those lessons across many other people, whether we're talking about Kagura or now this new character, and I just think that's pretty cool. I kind of do want to see where it's going to go, because the Sasuke part, I would assume it's done, because he already has the Hawk. It was pretty easy for him. Now, with the main conflict, it's just the mom and the security guard. Security guard, we don't really care about. Speaking of which, the fact that the security guard actually got played by the Itachi Genjutsu by the crow or whatever, I thought that was so damn hilarious to me that that he actually thought that Sasuke and the other, Sasuke wasn't going to be able to protect him. I actually thought that was incredibly funny to me that he actually got blindsided like that. I just thought it was so hilarious to me, but regardless, this was a good episode. I did like the start of the episode. If I had to say, compare to the first episode of the last arc, I would say this episode is definitely better, easily, because, it's Sasuke, but what can you say? He's too alpha, but I want to know what your thoughts on this episode as a whole, and what you think the future of this arc could go, where you want the rest of this arc to go. But otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one.